So what was Jesus as a leader? He was methodical, compassionate, patient. He led for the common good, and he chose language to connect. He knew his role, and he was the servant leader. Jesus provided all these things within a way that he was compassionate. Methodical. He thought about where he needed to be when. He was compassionate to even heal those that he didn't need to touch, but those that had faith to touch him. He was patient, just like we talked with Peter. You will encounter people as a leader that you have to identify a person that is not ready to accept what their ultimate role is, but you see things in them that they can't see in themselves. You see things in them that they can't see in themselves no matter how hard they look. And so patience is making sure that you don't place the label on somebody of what do you expect them to be for you in that moment, but where you need to take them to help them to become what God created them to be. I'm guilty of that all the time. I think you have potential, and I get frustrated day after day because you haven't reached your potential yet. My job isn't to make you reach your potential. My job is to help you reach your potential. Jesus knew that he could not fix everyone. And the way that he spoke to the Pharisees and the way that he lashed out in the temple, his job wasn't to fix everyone, but it was to lead them to the common good. To say that if you don't want to listen to what I have to say, that you have to know that it's about more than just me. He spoke in parables, in plain language, to help people connect, to meet them where they were on their faith journey, to do more and be more. And his servant leadership was none more evident than that night at the last table. Rather, let the greatest among you be as the youngest, and the leader as the servant. For who is greater, the one seated at the table or the one who serves? Is it not the one seated at the table? I am among you as the one who serves. Leadership as servants is to be a servant. And we identify these things this way because I think that sometimes we get lost in the moment to think about, and I'm trying to have a relationship with Christ. I'm trying to find God in the everyday moment. I'm trying to be everything that he wants me to be. We sometimes forget about ourselves in the process. We try to force things on ourselves. We don't take that time to identify where God is trying to meet us, where Christ is trying to be part of our lives, to be all those leadership traits that we just talked about. These are all the same things that today, for you and I, that Jesus is working to encounter us as our King.